So one thing that happens a lot, especially with someone more skilled, anytime you cup both heels, he might just soccer kick out of it. You know that one? So let's just say we're already in that position, you're already up, I unlocked, go for my sweep, or at least I go to grab the sweep, and as soon as I cup, kicks right out. See that? So of course, no more double ankle sweep. It's not gonna happen. His base is too good. So right away, the second he kicks out of one, I want my foot to go to the front hip. And same idea as before. This could have been strikes, right? He steps out to punch you, the foot's got to go to the front hip. Same idea. But this time I have one heel. I keep the heel. Very, very important. Okay? And what I like to do when I have my foot on his hip like that, I actually take a little scoop. So I'm almost sitting on his big toe on that side. And when I cup the heel, there's no thumb. I'm just cupping like that. Sometimes you can hold the pants too, but I like the actual heel. And now I'm going to hook right behind the far knee. If that leg is a little further in, like closer, and maybe I don't have the flexibility to get my leg inside there, I'll kick a little with my front leg to make him step, and then I'll hook. Okay? And when I hook, don't keep your knee up like this. You want to keep your knee open. Toes flexed back. This hook, this back hook, should be very sticky. So if he tries to step out of that one, it should be very difficult for him. Okay? And then I can sweep from here. I lift my hips up 1 inch. I put the weight into my heel, knock him on his butt, right? That's one. Another option, just so you guys know both, sometimes I've had people whose base was just ridiculous from here, and I do everything, and he just stays on his feet, and he doesn't budge. So for those people, I like to slide down to the heel, and I find that I just get a much easier time pushing the person over. So I don't know if you guys ever train with AC, one of our purple belts. He hasn't been around in a while, but he's very good from the bottom. Applying the sweep, and he's very good at stopping the sweep with good base, and that's the only way I can get him over is, and don't tell him I told you that, it's a secret trick, but I always slide down to his heel, and that's the only time I ever get him on his butt. Other people, I just go right here, 1 and 2, hips up, I'm kicking through firm with my heel, so you can't kick too far. I'm really launching my heel, and I'm not pulling right away. I don't pull now, because all his weight is on that foot. I kick first to take his weight off the foot. I pull, and then I continue kicking. See that? And then oftentimes we'll come right up and do a good guard passing position. Just like that drill we just did. This one, right? So one more time. Let's say we started from closed guard, and you guys can start with the person already standing. You don't have to go through it every time. But maybe I had a hand in the collar. He stood up. Yep. Boom. We're here. Right away, I go to the heels. I try that double ankle sweep. And maybe he steps back before I even reach. That's one. Or I'm ready to go, and I'm pretty much launching the guy, and he steps out last second. And that happens a lot. So right away, foot to the front hip. I scoop my butt over his big toe, and then I hook his back knee or his back heel. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. And then I'm kicking, pulling, and then I'm tracting at the last second. I don't leave my foot dangling over his leg for him to heel hook me, especially this guy, right? So the second I sweep, I pull my foot back in, kind of end up in like an open guard like this, and I'm using my hand on the heel and momentum to kind of rock up to a passing situation, okay? And just something to keep in mind if you guys are ever using this for real. If I swept, let's just say Fern swept me, right? If I wanted to punch Fern, but we were in this position, he swept me over, and he goes to get up, I go boom, right? So you have to be very careful about coming up right after the person. You either want to come up like as they're coming down before there's ever a chance for them to kick you, or just stand up in base and back away. Either way, it's a sweep. You knock them on their butt, you get out of there, right? But when we're grappling, you want to use that momentum to get on top. You don't want to give them a chance to get back to their knees, now you got to sweep them again, right? So grappling wise only, that's really what we're talking about. He gets up, I try it for both, he steps out of one, I'm here, I kick, and then I kick the ankle, suck my foot in, and pull myself right up to a passing position. And I like to go double unders just because it reminds me not to reach with one arm through and one arm back and get triangle, which I've also seen in competition. Person sweeps the guy beautifully, launches him, gets right on top, reaches forward a little bit too much, and gets caught. So you want to be very careful. Don't get overexcited because you knock them down. You want to keep them down. And this is a good way to keep them down too. I'm in combat base, one knee up, sitting on my back heel. If Fern wanted to stand up right now, very difficult. I have control over the hips, right? And actually, if he did want to get up right now, like stand in base, it would actually be too soon, right? because he's not controlling me if that were the case. So that's another good example of not trying to get up too soon. Preferring. Cool? All right, guys, let's give that a shot. It's called a tripod sweep, basic tripod sweep, but try the few variations where you hook the heel too.